Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another story video here. I've been doing a lot more of these recently. And today I'm going to talk about the worst trip that I've ever had. This is one of the more defining moments, I would say, in my quote-unquote drug use history. Definitely wasn't fun. Now, if any of you have ever done psychedelics before, you know what a bad trip is. Whether or not you've had one, you're pretty aware of the concept, I guess. You're pretty aware of the basics of it. For those of you who don't know what a bad trip is, basically, when you take psychedelics, if you have a bad trip, you can sit there for hours on end with horrible hallucinations. You're basically in hell for hours, is the best way to put it, man. And there's not a necessarily foolproof way of getting out of one. A lot of people have different remedies, I guess, to help them avoid bad trips or get out of them or anything, but this is the first and only bad trip I've ever had in my life yet. And this happened, I would say about a month and a half ago, maybe, okay? Yeah, a month and a half ago, something like that. Pretty early on in the year. And I was doing mushrooms, which is something that I've done from time to time to just kind of, enjoy it. But anyway, I was doing mushrooms, man, and I knew it was going to be a bad trip from the jump. I took them, and I got sick to my stomach, which a lot of people have said that they get sick to their stomach when they eat them regardless. I am like 50-50. Sometimes I don't get sick. Sometimes I do get sick. I don't know if there's a reason why it gets me not sick sometimes. I don't know, but I got sick to my stomach, and I knew it was going to be a bad trip just from the way that I was feeling going into everything. Now, it takes a little bit of time, of course, for mushrooms to kick in after you eat them. And so I ate these mushrooms and everything, and I waited, and eventually the trip started. Now, when the trip started, I actually remember this very vividly. I was playing Grand Theft Auto Online, and I was driving on the north side of the map by Paleto Bay, and I was flossing it in a supercar. And when my body started feeling different and like my vision started to kind of, hallucinate a little bit, I had a lot of trouble driving, obviously. And I felt like this horrible feeling kind of come over me, which sounds weird, but like, I was already feeling kind of nauseous and whatnot. But then this wave of like horrible feeling came over me. First off, I got like violently sick to my stomach. Then I started like panicking really bad. And then it felt like I was like not actually in my body all at the same time. Now, when I say I felt like I was out of my body, it felt like I was seeing things from my perspective, but from like a camera right above and behind my head, which probably sounds stupid. It probably sounds weird, but that's the truth. And it felt like I was like living from outside my body, okay? And that's never happened to me before. This, of course, was the highest dosage I had ever done. But I knew from that moment that shit was about to go south. And I was actually alone, which is not usually recommended. A lot of people who trip recommend you have someone called a trip sitter, which is someone who's sober to kind of help you through things if basically the need should arise. And I did not have one. I was doing them alone at my house. Now, I was in a Discord call with some friends, and they were arguing over Call of Duty or something like that, right? And I was getting kind of pissed off, right? Because I'm feeling like complete dog shit, and they're arguing over something inconsequential altogether, something that just doesn't fucking matter, right? And I asked them, like, hey, yo, can y'all chill the fuck out? You know what I'm saying, right? Because I was actually talking to another friend in there who was like being chill, being peaceful and everything, and they kind of like snapped back at me and started shitting on me, and it put me in a pretty bad mood. Like I got a little mad, and yeah, I knew from then that like shit was gonna just go south the whole time. So it eventually got to the point, right, where like I don't know how to describe it, but because I don't even remember like all of what happened. I only remember like spotty pieces of everything. But at that time, man, I knew shit was going south. I started just fucking profusely crying, which I know sounds weird and it probably sounds goofy, but like I just started thinking about shit. I started overthinking about things in my personal life, and I just started fucking crying, dude. Like I was inconsolable for God knows how long. Like I genuinely don't know. Like I took them probably at like 2:30. By like 4, I was starting to really get into everything, 4:15ish. And at about 4:45 is when shit just hit the fucking fan. Apparently, a couple of my friends were trying to console me in Discord, which wasn't working. One of them asked to come to my house, and apparently I did not allow that to come down. So I was freaking the fuck out, alone in my house and everything. And I don't know what really led to it, but apparently I fucked up a monitor. Now, this was a monitor that already wasn't working. It had blown out like a month before that or so. So it was a dead monitor, but I don't know what fucking, like, I guess made me do it. But I kind of just, like, took this monitor, and it was, like, across the room when I could remember shit, and it had, like, holes all in the fucking screen. And apparently I just went into a complete fucking tirade after that, man, because next thing I remember, once again, the monitor was fucked up across the room. There was like screen pieces and shit all in the carpet. And my hand was fucked up. And like low-key, I think I actually did some pretty decent damage to my hand, because every once in a while, like the whole, like, from my ring finger over to my thumb on my left hand just fucking shoots with pain. And like, especially if you hit my middle finger knuckle at like a certain angle, it just like, goddamn, like I don't know why I just fucking did it, but I just did it and like it low key like hurt. So I don't know what I did with my hand, but for about 4 days, I had this massive fucking like green and purple bruise on like half of my hand. I don't think I hit the monitor, because I feel like my hand would have been legitimately fucked up from that. But yeah, I just lost all kind of sense of myself, man. And I remember at one point, I had actually kind of calmed down a little bit, and the trip was starting to reverse a little bit. And I got back in Discord and everything. I put my headset back on, and my friends were trying to convince me to eat something to see if that would help me, like, kind of chill out a little bit, relax and shit if I just sat down and ate. And I wasn't hungry, because I'd eaten before I did the mushrooms. I wasn't hungry, so I kept trying to tell them I wasn't hungry, and like one of my friends for some reason like yelled at me to eat and like screamed real loud. And I guess this like freaked me the fuck out, or like it enraged me or something. I'm not sure, but like I cussed him out, and like he left the Discord, and apparently the trip went south again from there. And I kind of like destroyed my fucking studio room. And it's genuinely a miracle that I didn't actually do more damage than I did. Because from what I understand, like I was just fucking, I turned into the Incredible Hulk and just started fucking shit up for whatever reason. But my other monitor's cool. I didn't break my mic, any of my equipment, anything like that. Just a monitor, and I guess I flipped some seats. That was really about it. But once I started coming down, man, that things got a lot better from there, right? I was able to relax, and after that, dude, I was just defeated. I went to fucking bed, man. Since then, I've done shrooms. I've done shrooms twice, maybe? One or two times since then. And I haven't had another bad trip, and I haven't done them for a long time since, well, not a long time, it's been a couple weeks, but yeah, that was a pretty shitty experience, and honestly, it's kind of made me a little hesitant to jump back into everything again. And yeah, I mean, this video, it's not here to like tell you or like to encourage or discourage drug use. I mean, I can't really tell you guys what to do. I'm not your fucking parents. If you're gonna do stupid shit like I do sometimes, at least be fucking careful. That's the best advice I can give you. Don't do shit that you wouldn't regularly do. Don't do shit by peer pressure. Drink water. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about my worst trip ever and signing out.